Hey everybody, it's J.Son at NakedBoyNews.com, and are you ready for the Naked Week in Review? This week we had no more Yucca. Is Barbie really turning 50? And how does she know that she's having a midlife crisis? Wacko Jacko is backo! And as if we needed more of it, Chris Brown. Stand up, sit down, spin around, do whatever you need to do, but get ready, because this is your Naked Week in Review. So this week, finally, the federal government said no to Yucca. You're all probably thinking, yeah, we don't want anything yucky in the government. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the nuclear waste storage site at Yucca Mountain, Nevada. See, because the government under George W. Bush thought it'd be really cool to ship all the country's nuclear waste on an unsecured train track system, right past your neighborhoods, your schools, your hospitals, and your homes. So when all those train conductors, like the ones out in California, get on their phones and start texting, and they cause a horrible accident that kills, 24 people, well, it's also going to have nuclear waste on top of it. So, poof, goes your neighborhood. Thank goodness. Finally, the federal government thought to itself and said, that's not such a good idea. And Barbie's turning 50 this week. Yay for Barbie. And the topic of discussion, Barbie, is she having a midlife crisis? How can a doll have a midlife crisis? Oh, because they're coming out with a new Barbie Gets Tattooed edition. Why are we concerned about Barbie having a midlife crisis when we should be concerned with letting our innocent children play with a whore of a doll? That's right, I call Barbie a whore. She's got her little stiletto heels and her mini skirts. That's a whore. What corner is she staying on? How much money should I bring? We should be teaching our daughters about respecting their bodies, not about wearing miniskirts and high heels and getting tattoos. Who cares if that hoe is having a midlife crisis? She should be. She's been influencing children incorrectly for 50 years. That's horrible. This week we also had Wacko Jacko is backo. This week Michael Jackson announced that he'll be doing a series of concerts in London starting in July. He's calling the series This Is It, the Final Curtain Call. And everybody's talking about how, oh, Michael must be trying to get money to pay off his debt that he owes. Read between the lines. This is it? The final curtain call? You heard it here first. It's his code for, I'm committing suicide so I don't gotta pay back my debt. I know, how could I say that he's gonna commit suicide? But we are talking about a man, and sometimes that's questionable, that went from black to white, I'm black, I'm white. He's also a man that slept with a chimpanzee and has an oxygen bubble, and whoops, there goes his nose again. Anything is possible. So I just want to say, if you're a mom or a dad, do not let your little child go to this concert because he's not going to be around for the trial, because this is it. And to wrap it up this week, more Chris Brown. Speechless. That's how I feel about Chris Brown. Who bites somebody's ring finger? Well, maybe Mike Tyson. That should be a match made in heaven. And when I say match, I mean ringside match. Let's put Chris Brown and Mike Tyson in a ring together. And there's no biting rule. You can go ahead and bite each other. That would be a hilarious fight. Call up the MMA. I think we got a new hot ticket in Las Vegas. So that's it, guys. To recap, no more Yucca. Well, maybe Barbie and Jacko Wacko, they're still Yucca. But since they're both plastic anyways, maybe they should get married. And since nothing's going to be stored at Yucca Mountain, and how about we send Chris Brown there? Hey, after all, it is on a fault line. Whoa, and maybe we can all pray for an earthquake, and then he'll be, poof, no more Chris Brown. And thank you so much to Jeanne Moos of CNN for using part of my Rush Limbaugh naked video in her segment this week, Orgy Rush Limbaugh Apology. Make sure to come back here on Monday for the Naked Weekend Wrap-Up to see what crazy things happened this weekend and my naked opinion. That's right, guys. J.Son of NakedBoyNews.com signing off and wishing you a wonderful naked weekend.